Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to the Crossed Arrows Hunting YouTube channel. And today I just wanted to give you a pro tip on using 550 cord as a bow hoist. 550 cord gets a bad rap, and probably rightfully so, as using it as a bow hoist. It can become a huge tangled mess out there. And to be honest, that is the least opportune time that you want to have it fail on you when you're trying to get your bow up into the tree, down from the tree, or whatever you have. One of the things that I learned using MDI, Modernized Demolition Initiators, is how to prep that. And that's where I stole this idea from. The way that we have our MDI prepped before we go in and execute is pretty cool, and it works, especially with MDI. MDI, you can Google it and see what it is, but the shock tube is a plastic tube, very thin plastic tube. So it's a bit more rigid. Well, it's a lot more rigid than 550 cord, but the same technique can be useful here. So again, just wanted to share with you the pro tip on how I use it. So on my gear, on my saddle, I've got 25 feet of 550 cord here. And on the end of that 550 cord, I have just one of those little novelty carabiners that I hooked to my bow, and that's how I connect it and hoist it up there. I also have this little keeper that keeps everything nice and tidy until I'm ready to use it. And as you can see, it looks like a big ball, but it actually pays out pretty easily when you get ready to use it. I won't say that I've never had an issue with it, but this technique has definitely cut down on those tangled mess that we talked about. So again, just on my saddle here, I've got it connected to my dump pouch, and that's where I stow it when it's not in use. So the technique is pretty simple. Just going to open my hand up, and it helps if you got big hands like these. And from my thumb and my pinky finger, just like the hang loose thing, I'm just going to wrap that 550 cord and figure eight it around my thumb and pinky. And I'm going to do that till all 25 feet are there. Pull it off there. And then I'm going to use that elastic keeper, cinch it down, and there you go. It's all good to go, right? Pretty simple. Again, like I said, stow it in my dump pouch there. Get on with business when I get to the tree. That's the first thing that I do. And I always try and have this SOP, or my standard operating procedure that I've talked about before, of how I do everything. That way, if I've been rushed to the tree or whatever it is, I have this sequence of events that I go through for how I get up into my saddle. And that is the first thing that I do, is pull out that bow hoist, my 550 cord, hook it to my bow, pay it out, and then I start setting my climbing sticks up in the tree. Once I'm tethered into my tree, then I'll go ahead and set my bow hook up there and pull the bow up and get it set up and ready to shoot. And then I can go ahead and set up the rest of my gear. So that's it. It's super easy, and again, I won't say that it's never failed, but it definitely has cut down on that big tangled mess that we talk about. All right. Again, thanks for tuning in for Crossed Arrows Hunting YouTube. Check us out on Instagram under that same name. Give us a like and subscribe, and share with your friends. Thanks.